Hi everybody, an apology and an explanation up front. Unfortunately, the cameras didn't work the way they normally do, they are supposed to do, and so the first 1 mile, 1.5 miles or 2 kilometers are not caught on camera, are not captured on camera, and I can assure you I drove the same way I normally do, and apologies again for the not very good quality of this video, and throughout the whole trip I had some problems with the cameras, so I think you get the purpose, you see the consumption, and yeah, so still hope you enjoy it. And now let's start with the video. Hi everybody, welcome to Ecodriver. My name is Helmut. Today we go out on the Ecodriver loop with the Honda E car that I was waiting for a long time for. And we have here the Honda E Advanced. There are two engine types, the 100 and 113 kilowatt. We have the 113 kilowatt, 350 newton meters for both. We have rear wheel drive, and the battery size is 35 kilowatt hours gross. Unladen weight is 1,595 kilograms, 3,509 pounds, and WLTP consumption is rated with 19 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Although I found some different numbers, so it's an average of the ones I found. Yeah, we have basically we have pedals where we can set the regen, and a button which increases the regen when you lift your foot off the pedal. So it's kind of like a one pedal drive. I won't use it. I only used it on the way from the dealership to my place, where it goes down quite a bit, some curvy roads, and there it was okay. I use it there, but normally I don't use it, as I try to keep the vehicle rolling as much as possible. Unfortunately, the weather today is not really good, very cold. We have 7 degrees now, or 8 degrees, and yeah, it's just raining a little bit, so we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, the route we're doing is the same as always. I'll show you here. We start on the southeastern outskirts of Innsbruck, go out of town for about a kilometer, a mile, and then we hit an ascent climb, which elevates us around 360 meters, and followed by some rolling hills, a descent, some open roads, it's kind of mixed roads, and motorway. And at the end, 18 kilometers, 11 miles of city traffic. After every section, we check the overall and sectoral consumption, and at the end, we analyze the whole trip and see what we can make of this car. I hope you enjoy this, despite the troubles I have at the beginning with the cameras. For some reason, it doesn't stick on the windscreen. I don't know why. And the camera for the dashboard also needed to be mounted on the sunroof, because there is no space here, so I hope you can still see it. But yeah, I have to improvise a bit, but yeah, that's it. Okay, so hope you enjoy this, and I'll talk to you later. .7 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers at the end of the climb. Yeah, you see I have really some troubles with the cameras today. They're not sticking properly. Yeah, we're coming now onto the hills, and here it's important to keep the vehicle rolling. Use the momentum you build up on the way down to take this momentum into the next flat section, into the next climb, and therefore reduce the amount of energy needed. 24.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers at the end of the hills. We're now coming onto the descent, and we only have 113 kilowatts, although it's quite a lightweight car. But this means that we're likely to reach the regenerative capacity of the electric motor. And if this happens, then we are braking, or the car is braking with the friction brakes, and that means we don't use the full potential of electric energy that could be regenerated on the way down by braking. So with medium motorized EVs, same as for hybrids, it's important to drive in a way that avoids harsh braking, not only on the way down in general, in order to make full use of the regeneration. .2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers after the descent. We're now coming onto the mixed road section. We have speed limits ranging from 30 to 100 kilometers an hour, 20 to 60 miles per hour. And here it's important to, once you build up a momentum, try to keep it, try to avoid braking as much as possible. And if you have to reduce the speed, do it by just coasting towards the lower speed section. It means just lift your foot off the accelerator early enough and keep the vehicle coasting. .4 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers at the end of the open road section. We're now coming onto the motorway, and as you see here, a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour, although EVs are exempt from that. But for comparability and economy reasons, I will stick to the 100 or 105. And also, normally, traffic on this section or on this stretch of the motorway is so heavy anyway that it doesn't make sense to go faster, as all the other traffic is going around 100, 105 kilometers an hour. So, end of the motorway, we see here 13.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. We're now coming onto the city section, and that's the natural habitat of this car, which isn't really made for long distance traveling or high speed traveling. In city traffic, it's important to read the roads, to anticipate what other road users are doing, try to see from as far away as possible how the traffic lights are shifting, and make use of the knowledge you have. As we know, most trips are done on routes that are done regularly. Driving to work, driving for shopping, and so on. So make use of the knowledge you have there. Well, we're now at the end, and we see here 30.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Well, upfront an apology for the problems we had at the beginning. Unfortunately, for some reason today, the cameras all decided to work against me and test my patience, but yeah, that's the way it is. And unfortunately, I don't have in the car for long enough time that I can redo the video. Normally I have the cars for 3 or 4 hours, and with picking up the car from the dealership and mounting the cameras and doing the video, which takes about 1 hour 45 minutes or 1 hour 50, and washing the car, shooting the outside video and bring the car back, I don't have time to just redo the whole thing. So unfortunately, but we have the result, and I think it's a fair result, and now let's have a look at it. Here you see all the sectoral consumptions and the overall consumption, hopefully in your units too. We see that on the way up it was okay, 32.7, hills was a bit high, and in city traffic this is where this car plays to its strengths, and 10.7, yeah, that's okay. And here we have the table with the all the results of the other EVs I have tested so far. And you see here, the table is in order of the weight-specific consumption. That's the column on the far right. And yeah, the Honda is not on top. There's no way to deny this. It's one of the less efficient cars, but it's a lot of fun. And I think if you buy this car just for the fun factor, nobody cares about the consumption. I do, and I do this video for this purpose, and now we know this. If you compare the consumptions with the other ones, like the recently tested Volvo C40 weighs around 400 kilograms more, and has better consumption, almost, or pretty much the same consumption. And on the way up, the car is lighter and therefore uses less energy. But the same is on the way down. And on the hills, the same consumption, but despite the car being lighter. And then on the motorway, I don't say it was disappointingly high. It was just expected, because this isn't a car made for the highway, for long distances, for higher speeds. But when it comes to city traffic, this is where the natural habitat of this car is, and 10.7, that's good. 13.1 overall. The WLTP I found out is now 17.2, so we are still way below that, and the overall consumption of 0.821 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers per 100 kilograms of weight. Yes, as I said, it's not the most efficient car out there, but the car isn't meant to be an efficient or very efficient. It's meant to be fun, and I think it delivers. Well, despite all the problems we had, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care. See you next time.